that is how the video should start. Oh my god. Okay. So it's super late. It's I think like 11:10 or something. I'm super tired, but also I don't want to risk doing something I don't want to do for a video, even though like not a lot of people are watching, but I feel like it's a motivation to just, do something. So, put my hair up. It bothers me, but I'm trying to grow out my bangs. Anyways, so for this video, okay, let me preface this by saying I'm an extremely busy human being, especially because I think I've said this like a million times, but I'm just trying to graduate. And then I'm also trying to have something lined up for me, and I'm trying to gain experience, so I can have something on my resume. Anyways, I'm doing a lot, so I'm not able to I look bald now. Anyways, doing anything like outside of my room is super difficult because I hardly have any time because I'm always either at work, at school, or I'm in Beverly Hills doing my internship. So I have like zero time, or like the time I do have, I have to study. So yeah. Or I like to write just like my thoughts or like ideas to poems, or like I like starting poetry. And then I was thinking, what am I gonna do for like this YouTube video when I get home? I can't think, keep writing. And then I was like, oh my goodness, rereading my cringy poetry from when I was in high school. Perfection. So that's what I'm gonna do today, guys. And it's extremely embarrassing, but we're just gonna get like we're gonna get through this together. I also used to write all my poetry in my agendas for school. They used to give us agendas. This is probably why I got into it. But what is it? Let's start from my freshman year, because my freshman year has some juicy stuff. What was I saying? Okay, looking through these agendas is a hot mess. I didn't use it for its purpose. And when I did use it, it was stupid. I just used every single color I had. I love stationery, but I just didn't know how to use it properly. And I also just used to doodle all the time in this. I'm nervous. Okay. I also didn't really title them. I kind of just wrote them, and I was like, yeah, I'm so dick. Let's do it. Honestly, I kind of want to take these and rewrite them. Anyways, I'm going to say it. So, poem number 1. Being accompanied by friends doesn't mean you're not alone. You won't be able to see through the fake laughs, to see the real you hidden, beneath all the lies you told yourself just to stay sane. But in the end, you realized you were never sane to begin with. Who was I? Oh my god. This is so stupid. It's so dumb. It was just, I don't know what I thought poetry was. I was trash. And then I'm gonna show you how it's written out. It's my agenda. And I used to just write it. And I wrote these on a post-it note. And I put it in my agenda. My agenda was my life in high school. It had not only assignments I had to do, but just my innermost, deepest thoughts and feelings. Again, I don't know why. So this second one, I remember when and where I wrote this, and I'll say it afterwards. Consumed by darkness, covered by loneliness, with only a shred of light coming from the moon. Even this light doesn't stay forever. It's slowly fading away, like my hope and interest of this world we call home. I don't even know. I remember I wrote this when I was waiting outside at 6:20 p.m. for my ride home from basketball practice. And I was alone in the dark, just sitting by myself. And then I looked to the moon and I was like, wow, it's really pretty. And then I just wrote this. Again, I was I don't know why I thought life was so deep, and like I thought I was so deep, and I was just like, it's not that deep. I don't know, man. Didn't have any other way to express myself, and everyone always saw me as this like, oh yeah, go team, go, like kind of like cheerful like person, and I wasn't always that way, so like this is the only way I can just like release this feeling. Poem number 3. Sometimes there's nothing that can fill the emptiness in our heart. We can look far and wide, and sometimes we find that something that's missing, others can't. We live a life with something missing, with a hole in our heart, unable to feel the same way we did before, hidden away from the ones we once cared about. I don't know where I was going with this. I don't know what this means. Maybe just because I read it like one time through, and I don't remember like at all writing this. I don't know. And then I used to write quotes also, like this is my poem, and then these are like quotes I really, really liked, and I like lived by in high school. So one of them was, being accepted means nothing if you don't like who you are better than the way you were before. Boom. I still live by that, to be quite honest. And then, I am a hostage to my own humanity, self-detained, I'm forced to live in this mess I've made. Again, words to live by, like, it's just me. Oh, I wrote these 2 quotes. Oh, I think I did. I wrote it. Like, I'm pretty sure someone else wrote something very similar, but I was just like, oh, I'm deep. I wrote, most of the time I don't like to face the cold reality that you're not by my side. I don't know who the heck I was writing this about. Like, come on. Like, I didn't care about anyone that much to, like, write something like that. And then the other one, I wrote, I am weak, my life is on a string, soon to tear over an abyss of sorrow. Who hurt me? I can't. Oh my goodness. So here's the poem. I don't know where I'm at anymore. I don't know what number this is. So it says, you're there in my nightmares, and you're there in my dreams. I can't seem to forget about you. It hurts. It hurts when I think about you, and it hurts when I don't. What do? I don't understand. I'm lost between a river flow of thoughts. Will you help me out? Who was I talking about? Like, I can't. Like, I used to write so much about just someone. Like, who is this someone? I don't know. Oh my god. I have to touch on this. And you know what's funny? This is all freshman year. This is just my freshman year. We have not touched the other years. So this phrase, I was like, oh my god, I'm so smart. And then I wrote it and I showed it to my English teacher, Miss Barong. Shout out to Miss Barong. And she put it on like her wall. It was so dumb. So I said, people say that actions are louder than words, but I say thoughts are the way to actions, therefore thoughts are superior to actions. Quote me. Why? I was such a loser. I can't. I was so sad. I wrote, why is it that I'm unable to speak loud enough for them to hear me? Why? And I spelled hear wrong, because I'm stupid. Or I was stupid. If you don't speak the truth, don't speak at all. That's what I wrote. And I lived by that. Freshman year, we're done. Let's see. And you know what's funny? I think I went through this, and I, like, marked where the poems were. So I'm just gonna go to them. Oh, crud. Okay. So it starts off. Memories, images and thoughts from the past. Where did you go? My mind goes blank for a second, then it comes back to reality. Still no memories present inside my head. No matter how hard I look within myself, how do I make them come back? They're the motivation I need and the poison that stains my heart. I need them in my life to move on. If I could tell you what this means, I would. I have to reread these and be like, really think about it and be like, what did I mean? I don't know where I was coming from. It's called Home, I think. Every day I go back home because the feeling of being wanted and cared for. No regrets, no worries. This place we call home is like a shelter for us. Until the one day, the day you mess it all up. The time comes when you aren't able to return. Later on thinking, can I no longer call this place home? Was it ever really to begin with? Scared to even step foot near the so-called shelter. Now running, silently so others won't notice. Because you can't stand to see their faces filled with despair, shame, guilt, disappointment. These are the only feelings I can seem to feel. I can't remember why I wrote this. I mean, kind of, but I was so dumb because I was so hard on myself as a teenager. Like I felt like I had to be perfect, and like the one slip up, I was just like, oh my god, I'm the worst person ever, and it was just so dramatic. I mean, I think I still am. Oh, under the cherry tree, poem number I don't know what. Under the cherry tree, I simply stand there and wait for someone important to come, another someone. That wasn't in it, by the way. Before they come, I'm all alone standing, the perfect time to ponder thoughts that are unable to be processed right with the surrounding of people. These thoughts can eat me alive, or they can give me the strength to strive. Neither of the outcomes are of any good. Why? Because my mind and heart are mischievous. They give me comfort and hope, and with one thought or emotion can lead to tragedies. This whole process doesn't take too long, so in the end of all this, I ask myself, how do I feel today? Moment of silence, in and out. That important person has come along, all past and current thoughts have vanished. Done. I remember the thought process in this. I didn't execute it well at all. This is one poem I would like to rewrite because it had potential. I just didn't carry it out. Unintentionally hurting. I remember this one too. I remember why I wrote this. I'm not gonna say it because it's personal. In my head, there lies no memories, only current thoughts. Why, I ask myself, why is it I hurt people I cherish? It isn't intentional. I think, I hope, I pray. This isn't what I wanted, yet I still see the tears crossed on your face. I hear the sniffling from your nose. The thoughts of pain I brought you, yet you don't blame me, because I didn't know about the consequences of what the words may do to you. They could have stabbed you through the heart. I wouldn't know how that feels, though. I feel nothing but the pain of hurting you, but instead of you reach over to hold me. Not knowing how I feel, I'm unable to comprehend that. Until this day, I continue to ponder about this act of yours. I remember why I wrote this. I was a loser. I'd cry. So, this is a poem I hate the most because I said it so many times because this was a poem I performed in a play in high school. Oh my god, for a second I forgot what it's called. Much Ado at Edgewood. Yeah, I think after saying something so much, I hated it. So, here it goes. Who am I to write about love? No one. I'm nothing but an inexperienced teen. The feelings I have are nothing but mere illusions that trick me every time I get a taste for what may be love. Is it my heart playing tricks on my mind, or is it the other way around? Who is in control of all of this? I feel that my heart continues to get surrounded by frost because of all this false hope that lies within me. It's trash. It's a trash poem. But I understand what I mean. But it's trash. I didn't execute it well. And I think that's the last poem in here, because I marked them all. This was the time where I started writing poetry in like an actual notebook, and I only have one poem in here. And actually, it's not that I like this poem, but I like it more than I like the other ones. Also, peep this agenda, it's nice. Can't think, but I'm overthinking. Can't see, but it's all right in front of me. Lost in a world where being ignored is so common, it's weird to be noticed. I get the impression as if I'm waste. Pointless, all around wrong. People lie, but I know the truth. In this world I can't seem to escape, wanting to understand, yet they neglect my feelings. Not listening to what I have to say, I see this all from the other side, not in the world everyone is open to, the world where I can't find my place, but an alternate world, a lonely one where all my thoughts are kept away. It's clear, so clear as my glasses aren't needed, that my opinion has never mattered once. I've been condemned to this unkind world for eternity. It's gotten blurry all of a sudden. I don't want to understand. I don't want to see. I don't want to think. I want to be heard. It's not that it's like the best poem ever, but I really like it because it's like the essence of my teen years. Like, this just says it all. Yeah, I was a sad little human being. But if you want, I can totally leave a link down below for poetry I post. It's on Wattpad. But those are my cringy high school poetry, my freshman to junior year. What time is it? It's gonna be 12. I have to edit like all the quickness and get this out by today. It's gonna be great. But yeah, I know I'm whispering. It's because it's late and everyone's asleep and it's a Monday night. I have work tomorrow. I'm rambling. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Wait, I don't know what. I honestly never know what I'm gonna record. It just comes to my mind and I'm like, alright, cool. Bye, guys.